Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, and thanks to the organizers for putting this together. I know that Steve and Chris have put together an organization that's becoming more and more sophisticated with every outing, and I look forward to being at more and more of these. I look forward to it because it's my opportunity to make a direct connection with you, the voters of the 2nd District, and that's what I need to do. The whole point of a campaign is to let you understand who I would be if I would be your representative in Congress, and that's what I hope to do. My name is Mark Zaccaria. I am just like you. I have done probably many, if not most, of the things that you have done. We have shared experiences all across the spectrum of life. I have been a student in public schools. I went to a private college where during the Vietnam War I made a decision that service was important. So I was a member of the Air Force ROTC and served 5 years on active duty at the tail end of the war from 70 to 75. Probably there are many veterans here in this room. Certainly there are many people. Thank you. The experience has been beneficial to me, and it has given me a kinship with every veteran that I have met since then. I have been a small businessman. I ran a small contracting firm that did marine subcontracting in the Narragansett Bay and adjacent waters from about 75 to about 82. And during that time, I had to do some things that some of the members of Congress, certainly your present representative, have no concept of, like make a payroll. Hey, try sleeping Wednesday night when Thursday's payday. You know, there are some things that you absolutely have to do, or else the world comes to an end, and you can't allow that. So those are experiences that I certainly share with a couple of the heads that are nodding around here. And in the meantime, I have done what many and most of us have done. I've fallen in love and gotten married. My dear wife, Ruth, also a veteran of the Air Force, we met when we were stationed at the same base, and I have been married now 35 years, and we've raised a family. We have 3 grown children, and they're all living right here in Rhode Island. I hope I can say that 2 and 4 years from now. But these are shared experiences that we all have together. I am a better natural representative of you in the 2nd District than the guy you got working for you now who has none of those experiences. Now, because he has none, he doesn't understand the impact on you and therefore has voted for each and every egregious spending policy that the new administration has put on us and essentially caused the near crumbling of the financial foundation of our nation in 1 year. Unbelievable. Now, I had to sit and listen to him. I was the Republican candidate for the 2nd District in 2008, and I had to listen to him when we appeared together, cry great crocodile tears about the billion-dollar and multi-billion-dollar deficits run up by the previous administration. I had to agree with him. There were some people then that forgot what it was to be a Republican. All it did was made me concerned even more that government is here to serve the individual, and that's the core value of the Republican Party. But now, he's voted yes on every single one of these things. Now we have multi-trillion-dollar deficits 11 or 12 months later. Well, I don't know what his actual position is on spending, but it changed. That's not the way we can be. We, together, have to make our government. I am making a commitment to you by being a candidate here in the 2nd District. You have made a certain commitment to come out here on a Friday night when you could have been doing millions of other things. It means you're paying attention. God bless you. Go home and tell all your neighbors and friends that they need to pay attention too, so that the next one of these has 500 or 600 people in it instead of just 200. The point is that we as a group have to take back our government, and we have to do it by having we have to do it by casting a serious, important vote. We have to do it by making sure that the people we hire to go represent us will do that job and know how to do it and come with some kind of credentials for it. Now, obviously, I've had some political credentials. I've been an elected member of the town council in North Kingstown and been members of a variety of different appointed and elective offices. But the real thing that's going to be important for you to think about is that I am a normal person. I'm just like you. And if that's not what you want down in Washington, you got to think harder and let's talk. But Washington doesn't own your government. You do. We have to get together and take it back in November 2010. I got to tell you, I think there is something that I could do as a freshman congressman representing you. I could go down there with the sure and certain knowledge that our government is just too damn big. I could understand that we are in businesses in government that we have no right to be in and that we can't handle. One of the reasons that it is so obvious to me that that's the case is because after 30 years in manufacturing, I know my way around a balance sheet a little bit, and all you got to do is look at the numbers. I also know that my opponent doesn't, that is to say Mr. Langevin, doesn't know his way around it because he is a product of government. He isn't like us. He is not a customer of government. And certainly that he's not alone down there, or we never would have gotten to this place. We need smaller government. Smaller government will be able to throw off the cash it needs to bring that deficit down, and I only hope that, Ray, your numbers are right and that they're not twice that. The fact of the matter is that smaller government costs us less, and so it puts more money in your pocket. Your money doesn't have to go to Washington. You can do with it what you want. It empowers you because today in an economically based society, your money is your freedom. So we get together and go down there, and I can start by knowing what it is I have to talk about with all of my new colleagues in this big committee of 435. Right.